How you doing? Coach Anthony.
My name's John.
Nice to meet you. I'm Coach Anthony Eustace. I am a former alumni of Foothill High School. I graduated in 2004. I've been working at the school for the last 6 years. I've coached basketball for the last 6 years. I've coached baseball for the last 4 years, and I also coached football for the last 4 years, all at the assistant level. And now I just became the head Foothill varsity football coach.
Is football your favorite?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's a sport I excelled in college, and the sport I played beyond high school. So I would say so.
Okay. The first question being, what are your best and worst moments of coaching in general?
Best moments are seeing the guys get out of here after high school, going to the next level and playing football, sport they love to play. Probably the worst memories is that last Friday night where last game of the season, and there's no more football till next year, so that's probably the worst memories.
Yeah, it sucks when it's all done, said and done.
Yeah.
What is your philosophy in coaching in its relationship to education?
Education always first. I didn't get to where I am today without education. I had to further myself beyond high school at college level, and I think it's important because if you want to play, you have to have the education first. The term student athlete comes to mind, and the first word in that statement is student. You have to be a student first. So without the student, you're not going to be the athlete. So it's very important to me.
Education comes first. How do you deal with multiple sport athletes?
My philosophy on that is probably a lot different from a lot of other coaches. When I went to Foothill, I played baseball, I played basketball, and I played football. So I was a multi-sport athlete.
Yeah.
And now that I'm back at Foothill, I'm coaching football, basketball, and baseball. So I'm a multi-sport coach. I embrace it. I love it. I figure the more sports you play, the better opportunity is for you to get a scholarship to go play at the next level for free. It's hard for parents to come up with money to pay for your kid to go to college, and if you're playing multiple sports, it gives you more variety and better opportunity to get a scholarship and not have to worry about your parents, going into debt paying for your college, or you going into debt paying for your college. So I encourage it. I love it. Just coaches have to work together and try to create practice times at different times in the summer where everybody's practicing at one time. So, but I love it.
I bet it gets hard too, huh? Every now and then.
Difficult, very difficult. I work in a very close relationship with the basketball coach, and right now we're going through our practice times, and where I can get all my guys there all the time and get all his guys there all the time, and some of those guys play both, and so we're working on the schedule, but it's tough. Maybe one day out of the week that we're not going to be able to get everybody there because they're going to have to go to the other sport. But it's a sacrifice you make when you have multi-sport athletes. But it's all good.
How do you plan to organize youth football programs?
The junior varsity coach that I hired works with the junior Mustang program. He's the athletic director of the whole program, and working with him, allows me the insight on working with the whole junior program, because the stuff that I'm running here with this football team, that I need the junior program to be running too, because if they learn it down there, then when they get to this level, they're not learning, they're just mastering. And that's important to high school programs, because high school programs like Elk Grove, Folsom, the Wood Creek, those teams that play at another level, that play at a high level every single year, their junior programs are running everything they run. And once they get to the high school level, it's just refining, refreshing, and mastering. And they're so many more steps ahead of everybody, and that's what we have to get going at Foothill. So, working with the junior varsity coach and how he has teams down there and getting him to run our stuff is going to be a major key for us.
Like, how would you describe like the relationship between coaches, like athletic directors, and like principals?
Everybody has to be on the same page. If we're not on the same page, things don't run smoothly, and it's important that you have a support system with your athletic director and your principals, and they have your back, and go to fight for what you do and are passionate about what you do. And it just makes everything run smoothly and everything more successful.
Has there ever been a time where like no one's on the same page?
No. For the most part, I think that since I've been here, things have been on the same page and run as best smoothly as possible.
You got it like locked down, right? How do you describe your academic and behavioral expectations for your players?
I expect excellence, nothing less. In the past couple years that I've been here, I've noticed that things need to change. Expectations need to change. I feel like we've let guys just get by, and we can't have that norm because we haven't progressed. So in order to progress, things definitely need to change, and we have to expect the most out of the kids. And I think if we expect the most out of the kids, we'll get the most out of the kids. So,
how do you handle the tryouts and like the cut process?
We don't have one. We don't have one. If you try out, you make the team. I'm not going to cut any kid. I don't think that there needs to be any cuts. We're having issues as enough to get enough kids to play. So a tryout, we're not going to have a tryout. We're gonna accept every kid that wants to play. That includes females if they want to play football. I'm all for it. I'm going to encourage them. We actually have 3 interested right now. So I encourage it. We're not going to cut a kid based on them wanting to come out to play. The only people that are going to get cut is the people who cut themselves. And if you want to quit. Still shake your hand in the hallway to see, hey, how's it going? But I'm not going to cut a kid if they want to play football.
What coaches, teachers, or other people have been a great influence in your life?
One that comes to mind is the great Drew Hibbs. Coach Hibbs was my basketball coach when I was here. He was a great influence on me with life decisions. He wasn't just a coach. He coached of basketball. He was a coach of life. He taught us a lot of things about growing up and expectations and holding yourself accountable. And I think that those qualities that he instilled in me, drove me to be the man that I am today. So, Coach Hibbs was a huge influence in my life.
Yeah.
Do students ever influence you, like, a little? Like, do you see yourself in your...
Definitely. There's so many kids you go across over the years that, I can see a kid like TJ Pasifea this year. He is such a hard worker, and I see qualities of myself in him, and it just excites me to see, what things have in store for him. You know what I mean? Because he's a great kid, comes from a great family, works hard, and I'm excited.
Cool. What qualities are you to look for when you hire an assistant?
Dedication is one of the main qualities you have to have. You can't have coaches that show up when they want to. Guys, I gotta have guys that want to get these kids better. If you don't have people that want to get these kids better, it's not gonna work. And starting from the ground up, this is my first year, and I'm trying to rebuild the Foothill legacy. I have to have guys that I can trust. I have to have guys that are dedicated, and guys that are going to be here all the time. Because if we expect the kids to be here all the time, we got to expect the coaches to be here all the time. So, just guys that are dedicated.
Do you see yourself hiring one anytime soon?
I've made multiple hires already. Guys that actually that I actually played with here. You know, there's 4 or 5 guys that I've hired that played at Foothill, know what Foothill winning tradition is all about, because all those guys that played with me, and we were, back then we were a winning program. You know, we went, in the 4 years that I went here, we went, I think, 36-2-2. So, you know, we come from a winning tradition, and we try to get that back going here at Foothill.
What are your strengths and weaknesses as a coach?
Strengths, my relationship with the kids. You know, guys, for a program to be successful, guys have to buy in, and I think that my relationship with the kids, I think the kids will buy into what is going on here, and as soon as, the faster they buy in, the faster things will start moving slow or quickly and progressing. Weakness as a coach is probably my relationship with the kids. You know, it's sometimes it's difficult for the kids to understand when I am Coach Eustace or Coach Anthony and Mr. Eustace. There's a difference, you know what I mean? So, you know, drawing the line at some point for the kids, and it's partially my fault because I am that coach who's the kids all want to come be around, you know what I mean? So just have to do a better job of drawing the line when it's time for Coach Eustace and Mr. Eustace. So,
how do you plan on improving as a coach from year to year?
It's gonna take baby steps. You know, you can't go from you know, a 1-9 year to a 10-0 year. You know, it's not. I don't think that's gonna happen for us. The things have to change drastically, and the only way it's going to change is if we take baby steps and, you know, start with, you know, the grades. You know, we got to do a better job of doing that. You know, we have to start with, you know, being in a top shape that we can possibly be in as a football program. You know, just taking baby steps every year to get guys going in the right direction. I think that will, you know, that will change for us. So
I feel that you're the coach to do that. You know?
I appreciate it, man.
Knowing that you have a dedication for your athletes and colleagues alike, I feel that in years come, you'll be able to do that.
Foot will go back up to where it
I appreciate that, man. I hope so too.
Yeah. Do you ever see yourself stopping, like, coaching? Do you ever see yourself quitting coaching?
My plan and my goal is to be the next Foothill football coach for the next 20, 30, 40 years. You know, this is where I grew up. It's the neighborhood I grew up. I live all the way in Elk Grove, and I travel here every day just to come be a part of the Mustang family, and this is where I want to be. So, you know, hopefully, I could be the next Coach Nager. Coach Nager was my football coach here, and he was here for 45 plus years. He opened the school. He picked the school colors. He picked the school mascot. You know, and you know, I hope to be the next Frank Negri.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys did a good job.